Hey guys, JamiyJamie today in Roblox playing some more Project Pokemon. Okay, so you should know today doing another Nuzlocke episode. I still haven't checked which one we're on, but anyway, going to focus on getting Dugong to level 100. So then, it's not really smart to be using Dugong to try and level itself up, but because it's level 90 and because it's got some priority moves, I feel like it should be good enough to be able to take on the Pokemon that we'll find in the Indigo Plateau area, so that's why we're just going to try and use it. If it gets really low on HP within the first few fights, I'll make sure to swap it out. So yeah, and I figured out most likely why OBS was crashing before. I think it was because I had it open before I opened Roblox up. I don't know if that is meant to do anything, but I closed it and reopened it and it managed to work, so that's great. Anyway, let's get Ice Shard off. See, hopefully, wow, I did not do anything. Ice Beam. And again, I should have probably used the water type move. I don't know why I chose Ice. That was probably a bad idea to use on it. I'll try one more Pokemon. If it's really bad, then I'm not going to use it. Okay, Golbat is poison and flying, so that means Ice Charge should be good against it. Doesn't do any damage. So yeah, I'm not going to use that then. I'm going to use a Muddy all the time, just to try and get it to at least level 95 so it can outspeed Pokemon. I feel like that's the best idea probably. So yeah, it's going to take slightly longer to get Dewgong up unfortunately, but can't do anything about that because it just sucks. So I'm just I'll replace it with Boo since Boo's a lot quicker. So yeah, let's just get this over and done with then, because after this there's only one more episode that we need to do is Gyarados, and the episode after that should be getting cash. So I think this is episode 42. I got confused with last episode, I believe. I think last episode was 41. I honestly can't remember, but after why am I typing chat? No. But after this episode, we'll do Gyarados, and after that we'll need to do the getting cash and preparing for the Elite Four, and then the episode after that will be the video where we fight the Elite Four, and hopefully we can actually get through it all without any Pokemon getting KO'd. But then again, because it's going to be a very difficult challenge, we'll most likely lose a couple of Pokemon, which will be unfortunate. But once I've done the Elite Four and I've done that video, I will transfer these 6 Pokemon that are in my party to my main account so I can use them in PvP, in my PvP series. So yeah, I don't really need another Bulo or a Gengar, so not sure what I want to do about that. I really don't know what to do about that. So, not too sure what to do then. Oh, I guess it wouldn't hurt. I mean, my Gengar right now on Project Pokemon on my main account is my Split. What's it called? My Split one. I can't remember what it is. Split Share? I'm not too sure, but it's that one where it has Will-O-Wisp and the move where it divides the 2 Pokemon's HP between itself, which isn't the best one, so I'm gonna just transfer this one over and use this one as my main Gengar most likely. It seems a lot better. What nature does it have actually? I want to say a speed increase in one, which it does, so that's great. So yeah, I'm probably gonna use this one a lot more than the other Gengar that I have. So hopefully that is the case. Anyway, Psychic should be good against Golbat, so that's great. How long actually is it going to take us? We're getting around 1000 XP per battle. So it should take around 5 right now, so maybe 20 battles per level, I'm guessing. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but that's the thing I'm going on with now. And hopefully it works. And if not, then screw it. Oh, it's actually really hot in here for some reason. But yeah, I would really like to use Dugong rather than other ones to try and level up instead, just because it'll speed up a lot. But can't exactly do anything about that, unfortunately, because it just sucks a lot. And again, I'll try healing it and seeing if the water type moves, not the priority moves. I'll try the actual Scald, try and get a burn if I can, but that might be better because it is high level, so it should be able to outspeed a lot of Pokemon, but it most likely won't. I mean, it's EV trained in speed, I think. So yeah, I guess we'll try it since it is EV trained in speed. I don't know if I EV trained in speed and special attack or something else. I honestly can't remember. I want to say it's in speed though, because its defense or special defense doesn't look as high as it should be when it's EV trained, but yeah, anyway, let's just try it. Should be able to outspeed a lot of Pokemon anyway. Oh wait, I forgot to swap it out. Oh, whoops. Okay, let me just do that now then. Okay, because we want to at least get more XP really quickly. And Gyarados is going to be a lot easier because it's... Oh, then again, since there's a lot of Rock-type Pokemon in here, it's probably going to be a little bit harder in case I use a Rock-type move and get a crit, then one-shot it. So I probably don't want to risk it for Gyarados at least, but for Dewgong it's only Water and Ice, so I use Aqua Jet. Damn it, I didn't want to use Aqua Jet. Well, looks like we should outspeed it at least. Just I gotta make sure to use the right move. I used Aqua Jet there just so I didn't have to waste the PP on my Scald. I just need to learn the move location so I can just quickly press fight and attack on the move that I want. So yeah, just gotta learn that and hopefully get it down. Okay, Machoke is a fighting type. I think fighting type is good against ice, so I'm gonna swap out actually, just so I don't risk the chances of getting KO'd. But because I'm swapping out, it should give me XP on it as much as it should when I KO it with floppers or flippers, so it did, so that's great. I could just do that. Just like the only risk is that my level 100 Pokemon I get KO'd, which I'm gonna have to probably try and not do that as much, and hopefully it works. Because I haven't got a really good move to use against fighting types with Dugong, which is why I'm not going to use it in the Elite Four for the fighting types. Probably be Gengar and Togekiss, or even Gyarados, because Gyarados is pretty good against it too. Just like Gyarados doesn't learn any flying type moves, which sucks. So yeah, that's always great. So yeah, we've got a Golbat. Should be able to take down a Golbat with an Ice Beam, I believe. Okay, so we can outspeed Pokemon, that's great, that's going to speed up a lot. So now it should only be around 10 battles per level. So that means 100 battles, or 90 battles technically. Somewhere around 90 and 100 will get me to level 100. So that's going to take a while actually, just thinking about that. So yeah, that might be an hour or two to try and level this thing up, that's great. But at least I can one-shot Pokemon now, which is going to be very helpful, because that means I don't have to keep relying on other Pokemon to get XP, which will take twice as long. So that's helping out a huge amount. Just like I can't verse fighting type Pokemon like Machop over and over again, because that'll be the downside. But Gible should be easier to take down with Ice Beam. That should be the most XP. That's 2001. That's 2100 XP. Golbats give around the same XP, and Golbat's a secondary evolution. So if that means if there was Gabites here, that'd be a lot better. In fact, I've figured out a place I'm going to try now. I'm going to try in this episode, since there's going to be a lot of Dragon-type Pokemon up there. I'm going to go to the Elegant Valley and try and do it around there, because there are a lot of Dragon-type Pokemon up there. And there should be equivalent of 20 levels below my Gyarados, so around 55. I think that's the lowest I can go. Is like level 20 below. I think it might be 15 or somewhere around there, but let's go to Elegant Valley. We can't teleport back here, which is why I didn't want to do it in the future, or in the past, but I can easily just walk through it again with my level 100 Pokemon once I've done it. So then let's go up to the attack area. Because we're already EV trained, it doesn't really matter what we fight, since it can't get any more. So that's always great. And plus, since it's an ice type, there's a lot of dragon type Pokemon up here, which is why I wanted to come up here. I'll probably do that with Gyarados. Oh wait, what was the move that I got rid of it on Gyarados? I think it was an Ice Fang. I want to say it was an Ice Fang. Okay, let's just use Ice Shard on these, I think. Okay, Ice Shard looks like it took it down. We're only 750 XP, so that's not great, but once I fight the Dragon type Pokemon, it might be better. And plus, there's a lot less of a risk to try and get my Pokemon fainted by fighting these lower level Pokemon. So I guess that's a good side about it. So yeah, it looks like its maximum is 20 levels below it. Let's try an Aqua Jet. Wow, I did not do a lot. Okay, let me try Scald. There we go. That did a little bit more damage. See, only 600. Okay, I'm going to drop off Gyarados. So, I did want to level up Gyarados at the same time, but it's going to take too long trying to use it. So if I put it in, the maximum level, or the lowest level should be, or the minimum level, should be 71, which it increases by a lot of levels, so that's going to help out a lot. In fact, let me check. Yeah, it's like a good 10 or more levels, so that'll help completely. So I'm just going to drop Gyarados off in here. I'm going to take on my level 100 Pokemon just in case I need to use them. In case I fight a Pokemon that's going to be pretty difficult to battle, or if Dugong is almost fainted, I don't want to be able to just have the risk of not being able to run and have my Dugong get KO'd. So that's why I'm going to bring the level 100 Pokemon along with me, because it'll help a ton. So yeah, let's just keep walking around in here for a while. So this might take longer, but I'm going to test it out for this episode and see which is the best route to go, either up here or down in the other area. I'm not so sure what to use against Swinub. I guess that works, I guess. But yeah, we're only going to get around 1000 XP per the non-evolutionary Pokemon, whereas the Dragon type will give us around 2,000 to 3,000 XP, I'm hoping. I mean, Machops should give around 1,000 XP. We'll see after this. It should be a 1.5 thousand or not. Just 1,000, so that's kind of bad to be honest, but oh well, I guess there's a less risk of me getting fainted up here. They're around the same level, just that they're most likely going to be first evolutionary Pokemon. The reason I wanted to come up here is for all of the Dragon type Pokemon, and so far I haven't found a single one, so that's always great. In fact, how much cash have we got now? Because I do need to start getting a lot more. So we've got 90,000, so we should get to around 100,000 before the end of next episode. So that means we shouldn't have to get too much cash, but I'm probably going to aim for around 1 million cash again to try and get all of the items for the Elite Four, and we should be good with that. Okay, Piloswine or Piloswine, not too sure about that, but it's just one here with Scald. So yeah, they only give 1,000 XP, so it's kind of, which one do you want? Do you want the fastest route, but more riskier? Which for Dugong is really bad, or take the less difficult routes, but a little bit more time consuming, which is good for Dugong because it's kind of bad to try and take on high level Pokemon with a bad Pokemon. Because Dugong isn't the best, of course. I just want to use it for the Dragon type Pokemon in the Elite Four, which will help a lot, and it didn't even one-shot that. Oh yeah, because Ice Shard is a physical type move, and Dugong is a special attacker. So I probably should get rid of the priority moves. The only reason I have them is because if Dugong is one-shot, and the Pokemon is almost fainted, I can just get a Ice Shard off, or a Aqua Jet off, and one-shot them hopefully. But I feel like Dugong's going to come in handy for the Flygon, because it is a ground and dragon, so I think it should have a 4 times weakness to ice type moves, which will help completely. A huge bunch actually. So that's going to be coming really handy. Actually, by the time this video goes up, it should have been a bit too late, but I guess I'll say it. The catalog, or the Roblox catalog, had a few new hats that came out. So it had the Virtual Commando, which is a green and black commando hat, which I bought that, I think it was 250 Robux, which was pretty cheap actually for what people thought it was on the Elmad. If you don't know what Elmad is, let's make a deal, where you pretty much go in trades for limited items. So I bought that Virtual Commando. Then a pair of sunglasses came out, or shades, which are the blue steel shades with a $ sign on it. I can't remember what they are. I think it's blue steel tasteless shades, which I'm thinking that's the right name, which I bought loads as well, which are 5,000 Robux, which is pretty expensive, and I think 200 or just under 300 people bought them. And that's not the last of it. So they brought out an even more expensive item. Now, if you know what the Ice Crown is on Roblox, you know that's this 1 million, 1 billion item on Roblox. I can't honestly remember what it is off the top of my head, but it's a limited item that was released a few years ago, back in the beta days of Roblox. I think actually in 2008 it was released, or 2007. But they brought out a new item called the Fire Crown. Now then, you probably, if some of you know, I've been checking the catalog recently. That item went off sale after 12 hours, I believe. Now, it only has 81 sellers or 81 buyers, which means it's only been sold 81 times, which means it's pretty rare. So 81, I know it's okay. If it was around 50, that'd be huge. But because it's around 81, it's not destined to do as great as it would have if it only had around 50. But this is where it gets a bit complicated. I bought it, but the price of it was way too expensive, and I probably shouldn't have, but because I'm like, I've only got 9 days of BC left, and I've got 9,000 Robux left. That should do me another giveaway once we reach 3,000 subscribers, and then I'll buy BC again to try and get another 5,000 for the 4,000 milestone, and for 5,000 subs we'll do a 10,000 giveaway, and that'll last for a while. So yeah, so I just bought it because I had Robux left over. Now this thing was 25,000 Robux. That's like, what? So, and I didn't buy it, of course. I didn't buy the Robux with cash. I had it on Roblox, so I played for a lot of time. I have a few limiteds I bought over the years and just managed to buy it from, or sell my items I had and buy it. So as of right now, 5,000 Robux costs $50, or around $50. So if you times that by 5, that is $250 potentially just spent on this Fire Crown, which is a lot. But then again, I'm like, I can't cash out my Robux anyway, I don't believe, because of the bans I've had from a few years ago when I was a bit immature, I guess. But a few of them actually were bans that I didn't really deserve, and I just got mass reported, which means a load of people, around 100 people, reported me just because this guy was exploiting, and I don't know, I just got banned because he didn't like me apparently, or I wouldn't give him something, most likely. So he just mass reported me, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I haven't got a permanent ban yet on this account, on my main account, which is from 2008. I know his voice cracked so hard. But I've only had, I think the maximum before the permanent ban is a 2-week ban. I've had IP bans before, where people have hacked into my account and done something, and instead of IP banning the person that hacked into my account, like IP banned me for some reason. So that kind of shut me off for Roblox for like a good month before we got a new internet, because our internet provider, we changed it, literally was about to change it as soon as I got hacked. So I guess that was a pretty good sign. But yeah, that kind of sucks. So most likely not be able to cash out. So if you don't know what cashing out is, it's where you have 100,000 Robux or more, and you have OBC, which is Outrageous Builder Club, so the best one. You can cash out 100,000 Robux for, I believe, $250, which is a lot, but it's not as a lot as you would pay. So you pay 250 Robux, $250 for 25,000 Robux. So right now it works out around, I'm trying to think actually. Let me think about this really quickly. Works out around $10 per 1,000 Robux, whereas if you want to trade it out, you get only $2.50 per 1,000 Robux. So you can see where they're trying to make money, but not a lot of people buy Robux. It's kind of stupid, to be honest. You shouldn't. I'd suggest buying BC or just a normal builder clubs. I'd say just buy it for a month or a couple of months, and try and save up your Robux. And when your limited items are brought out, buy them. I mean, if it's around 10,000 Robux for an item that doesn't look too good, and there's let's say 1,000 that are going to be sold, don't buy it. It's really bad. Try and check out LMAD, see if items are going to be good or bad. But usually what I used to do was I just buy new limited items that come out. If you want to know how to find out if a new limited item came out, go onto Twitter and type in Roblox notifier, and every time a new hat or gear comes out, it'll tweet it out. So if you always have your Twitter tab open, you can see when new tweets come out, which is what I usually do. I mean, it'll tell you if a new hat came out that isn't limited. Don't buy the non-limited ones unless you really want it. But it'll tell you if a limited hat comes out, or a limited item, or a limited face even. And if you go and buy it, if it's pretty cheap, I mean, as soon as it sells out, most likely to sell it and try and make a little bit of money. Because it either goes two ways. Either once the limited item sells out, it'll sell for so let's say 1,000 Robux limited just sells out. It'll either sell around 2,000 Robux, most likely, so you'll make around 400 Robux profit off it. So if you sell it right away, that's okay. You make profit, so you can't say anything bad about it. You can make more, you might make less. The reason why is because once it's sold out, people like to price war a lot, which means they'll try and fight to try and sell their items before it either decreases a lot, which is why price warring decreases it a lot. So if someone's selling it for 2,000 Robux, they'll try and counter it and put it up for 1,900 Robux, try and sell those really quickly, which can cause the item to fail and go below 1,000 Robux, which is why you want to sell it pretty fast. Or if you're feeling like it's a good item and it can be lucky, if you keep it, maybe in a couple of weeks, or even in a week or a few days, it might go more than that 2,000 Robux limit. It might go up to 3,000, 4,000, depending on what the item is. Now, usually it doesn't do that unless it's a rare item, whereas there's only around 100 to 500 sellers. And for some reason, people think that only, or LMADs, I don't know why this term came along, but rare items are only apparently when an item has been sold 100 times or less. So right now the Firecrown that I bought only has a 1 seller, so that means it should be rare. But then again, if an item has 1,000 sold items, how many people are playing Roblox? Right now there's more than 50 million users, and you're telling me that an item that only has 1,000 sales is not rare? I'm sorry, but that definition of a rare is stupid to me. I mean, 1,000 players can have this one item, and there's 50 million players online, and you tell me that's not a rare? That's a rare. I mean, come on. But not as rare as the 100 items, of course, but still, I mean, if within 50 million players, of course there's going to be a good 100,000 to a million that could actually afford that hat. But I don't know what I'm going to heal, but I'm actually going to pause it now. I'm going to cut to where I get Dugong to level 100. So anyway, I'll see you guys in a minute, and I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, I still got chat on. But anyway, we managed to get, I'm going to say Flippers. It is Flippers and Dugong to a level 99. Literally one battle off of getting it to level 100, which I didn't really want, or I didn't really intend to do it like that, but hey, I'll take it. That means just one battle for us to get to level 100, and then the next episode will be Gyarados, and we'll be done. Finally training Pokemon. The tedious tasks have all been done. Almost. There's one more to go. And then, of course, the grinding of cash will be a while too. So hopefully we can get that done pretty quickly. But hey, we've done that. Let's go heal. To be honest, I feel like it took longer in this area rather than the Indigo Plateau or the Victory Road area. So I'd say training the Victory Road area, it's a lot quicker because there's more evolutionary Pokemon. I mean, up there is mostly first evolutionary Pokemon, and plus the second evolutions are good, but don't give as much XP as the others in the other area. So yeah, that's kind of why I prefer the other area, I guess. I mean, you get more XP, so quicker XP, or quicker time to level up. But anyway, I'll leave that episode up there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm going to save right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a comment. Tell me what we're going to play in Roblox, including Project Pokemon. And like always, I will see you guys next time.